I used to break in the crib, now I got a safe in the crib. SHAREfactory crime rate bill, so it ain't safe at the crib. I just want money forever, so don't just have
the pages, baby named Station, the bitch is outrageous. And I love the shit that she do for me. Keep it 100 and being true for me.
I'm Megan O'Leary, and this is your UFC Minute. As a fighter's wins begin to add up, the pressure to maintain momentum becomes a major factor. Every fighter who competes in the octagon will tell you that he will take a win by any means possible. But as one of the UFC's top strikers, this light heavyweight star is taking the judges out of the equation, as he has used fists and feet to finish each of his opponents during his winning streak by way of spectacular knockout. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
Coming up next, it's a UFC light heavyweight division collision. All right, so here he is, really for my money, as accomplished a submission specialist and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner as has crossed into the UFC in years. We'll see how quickly tonight he can get this fight to the ground and utilize his high-level submission skills. Outstanding choke game. A lot of different chokes in his repertoire. We'll see if he can get them going tonight.
This fighter has an iron jaw. I have seen him take shots on the chin and not be affected. Shots that would knock a lesser man completely unconscious.
Going to be looking to find the target and find a home for those heavy hands. This is just not a guy anybody wants to get in a slugfest with. More often than not, you end up twitching on the canvas, concussed. You're playing with fire here if you choose to stand and trade on a napkin in the center of the octagon with this guy.
This guy has ridiculously powerful kicks. This is the one thing his opponent needs to absolutely avoid if he hopes to achieve victory in this fight.
Our tail of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. More than 5 years apart, with the same height and some differences in reach. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 5 wins, 6 losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. The Warrior! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 8 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, Bad Intentions. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki draws the assignment here.
Here we go, first round, you ready? You ready?
Here we go. Well, his last fight will be a tough act to follow as we get ready for round 1 here. Brutal knockout his last time out, and that positioned him for this opportunity here tonight. So, can he keep the momentum going as the challenges get stiffer, keep the winning streak intact, and of course try to get another win by knockout to take his popularity soaring to another level.
Nice.
Landing a good series of strikes here, punches in bunches. All right, first round is underway. We'll see how long it takes for him to find a home for these patented, powerful overhand punches. Always a big weapon of his on fight night. We'll see how soon he can get it going tonight. Oh, he found the target there. That'll work.
All of those are blocked.
Oh, he connects there.
Oh, he landed it. Oh!
Glancing right hand lands upstairs.
Front kick to the face.
So his opponent lands that kick to the body, Joe, and he has shown an increased susceptibility to that strike here tonight.
He's keeping busy here, connecting with a lot of punches.
Timely defense there, huge block for him.
Nice jab. Oh, he got clipped there, he got hurt.
Oh, he might be out.
This could be it right here. Huge hook.
Big hook, that'll sting.
Rocked him with that right hand.
How about that shin? Oh.
He's out. It's over.
And that's gonna do it.
Excellent timing here. Big left hand for the victory.
Yeah, Joe, just an absolutely gorgeous shot to spell the end for his opponent. Crowd is absolutely loving it. He gets the near-perfect land. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming, but just the way he drew it up here tonight, saw that little crack of an opening and barged right through it to get the knockout.
Let's take a look at it one more time. Here's the knockdown, vicious strike. Great angle here. Boom! And that is all she wrote.
Well, what a moment for this fighter here tonight. A massive knockout on the sport's biggest stage. Seminal moment for that fighter tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 8 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and intention.
So there he is, the man of the moment. Certainly maximized the showcase here tonight, Joe. He gets a big win by way of the knockout. Certainly kept the judges out of it here tonight. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way, but there will be no wiping the smile off of his face tonight. He will party deep into the night with his friends, his family. A huge knockout turned in by that man here tonight, and he has set himself up for a huge fight now, moving forward inside the octagon.
They love the way I talk, my swag, I'm not Jackson bad, I'm professional. Solo out in public, but I ain't up for no questioning. Play, I might apply a little pressure, but ain't no wrestling. Sexually aggressive when my bitches be undressing. Baby, we gon' be late again.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC light heavyweight division collision.
Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, right hand, right hand, left hand working in the...
So as this knockout force makes his way to the octagon, Joe, this is not a guy you want to stand on a napkin in the center of the octagon and trade punches with. You get in a slugfest with this guy, more often than not, you're concussed, twitching on the canvas. You can be sure he'll be looking to make contact and find a home for those heavy hands early and often. Power for days, power in all of his strikes. Scary, scary addition to this division, and a guy who a lot of people believe will be an immediate contender.
This guy has devastating power to his kicking technique. Whether it's to the legs, the body, or the head, if one of those lands, you've got real problems.
Well, it's a rare skill for a fighter to be able to stand in the pocket and avoid taking significant damage. But if you've watched the film on this young fighter, that's exactly what he's able to do. He frustrates and exhausts his opponents, and he stays pretty relaxed because he's so defensively sound. He uses movement and defense to set up his offense. Consummate sticker and mover. He gets his head off of the center line, and even when you think you have him in a compromising position, more often than not, he's able to swivel that head and get out of harm's way.
This guy has some of the best defense I've ever seen inside the octagon, and they say that defense is the best offense.
And now our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. So more than 10 years apart, these two fighters, with similar height and reach. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 9 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, Bad Intention. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, this man is a judo fighter, holding a professional record of 15 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Misha Sakuna! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki.
So Mario Yamasaki, your third man in the octagon here tonight.
Are you ready?
Here we go. All right, round one is underway. Capacity crowd on hand to see this young man, and why not? Have you seen the highlight reel? This man has put together one of the best knockout streaks this division has ever seen. His goal tonight, to extend it in the biggest fight of his life.
Good defense there.
All right, first round is underway. We'll see how long it takes for him to find a home for these patented, powerful overhand punches. Always a big weapon of his on fight night. We'll see how soon he can get it going tonight.
He's got
He's got him hurt here.
huge uppercut, misses. Body kick, look at that.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Oh, nice job working hard, posting, and getting back up. So there it is, his go-to punch, that overhand. We set it up off the top. You knew he was going to try to look like it did stun him a little bit.
This could be it right here.
Oh, he might be out. The left hook hits home. Under 3 minutes now to go in round one.
Oh! Hard Superman punch.
Oh, huge block. How about that shin?
He's hurt. This could be it. These are some bombs he has thrown. He's that cold. KO by ground and pound.
Well, that's the way they used to ground and pound fighters back in the day, literally trying to pound your opponent's head through the canvas. Elbows and strikes and hammer fists, one after the next, an offensive explosion on the ground that gets him the knockout win here tonight.
Let's check it out from a different angle. And here it is again. Lands perfectly, and that's the end.
So a huge result and a seminal moment for him here tonight as he gets the big knockout win. That could hold up as one of the better KOs of the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki is called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 33 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and intense.
So there's the man of the moment, just the way he drew it up here tonight as he gets his hand raised and does so emphatically by way of the KO. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way at the end of the night. I'm not sure, still a few fights to go, but at the very least you can be sure his next fight will be a big one, and he will celebrate deep into the night with his teammates, his coaches, and his friends after this monumental victory here under the bright lights tonight.
Nothing can break me down. Don't you know that, like, the back of my head, the motherboard.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC light heavyweight division collision.
Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, right hand, right hand, left me working in the...
You know, there is just something terrifying about guys with crazy hand speed, and that certainly applies to this young man. Punches and bunches, as good a combination striking game as we've seen in the UFC in years, and you gotta think the accumulation of punches, which have worn down lesser opponents, could wear down his opponent here tonight. It's one thing to see the hand speed on film, it's another thing to see it in your face on fight night. We'll see how this matchup plays out tonight.
This guy has insanely fast kicking speed and ridiculous leg dexterity. If you are close enough for him to kick you, you've got a real problem on your hands.
All right, talented fighter making the walk here tonight. I will be surprised, Joe, if we see him put on his back at any point tonight. Incredible takedown defense, great balance, very solid base, an outstanding sprawl that's very quick and athletic. And for a lot of fighters, they waste a lot of energy trying to bring this man down. Gotta think the smart approach will be to see if you can get the shot early, but if it doesn't materialize, go to plan B. This guy's takedown defense north of 90%. Some of the best takedown artists in the world have failed to take him down.
What he wants to do here is close the distance, bring this fight to the ground where he should have an advantage, utilize his ground and pound and his submission skills.
And now our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. So more than 15 years, the gap in age between these two fighters, with similar height and reach. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 10 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, Bad Intention. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 12 wins, 8 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, Patrick Connors. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliotta.
Dan Mergliotta.
Okay, you ready? You ready? Let's go.
Here we go.
Cummins has very good kicks, especially...
Oh! Big right hand attack.
That's it, he's out, he's out! Wow! Beautiful knockout here early in the first.
Yeah, we're just getting going, and now the fight's over, but excellent striking technique to land that shot and ultimately finish the fight here in the first. You've heard us say it before, but sometimes when you catch a guy cold before he's had a chance to get going in the fight, it can have a bigger effect. It certainly did here tonight.
Let's take a look at that again. Look at this. Boom! Perfectly placed uppercut.
And there he is after the huge knockout turned in tonight. Near perfect execution and one of the bigger highlights of his UFC career.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliotta calls a stop to this contest at 14 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout, Bad Intention.
So there he is, the man of the moment. Certainly maximized the showcase here tonight, Joey. Gets a big win by way of the knockout. Certainly kept the judges out of it here tonight. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way, but there will be no wiping the smile off of his face tonight. He will party deep into the night with his friends, his family.
We should go wild and enjoy the acquaintance. Wanna give you the keys to the cars that I don't have when I built you a Ford. Take it lost. I got reached within 18 yards. Type of candy that don't dissolve. Jesus, take charge. All the contacts filled with stars.
I used to break in the crib, now I got a safe in the crib. SHAREfactory crime rate bill, so it ain't safe at the crib. I just want money forever, so don't just how I'ma live.